and gentlemen, we're still at the Gramercy Theater, except we're in the backstage staircase. One of the very rare places is the VIP because doors have opened for Despised Icon and Kublai Khan. Here are the two that are next to me right now. We have Matt and Nolan, Despised Icon. How the hell are you guys doing right now?
What's up?
Good.
Doing good? Doing
Yep.
good? Doing all right?
Doing good, yeah.
Just a reminder, this is an active stairway, so if anybody wants to cross over, you totally can. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. Yes. That's right. If you bet $1, I will fucking kill you. Anyway.
Whoa.
So we're gonna start off with the nitty gritty. He just pulled out $1. Go. So Nomad was Kublai Khan's first release with Rise Records in 2017, and now Absolute is your sophomore record with them as well. I personally have been referring to Absolute as a beautiful piece of madness. I love that record.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Where was Absolute recorded, and how long were you all working to perfect this album?
It was recorded at the same place we recorded Nomad, at Graphic Nature, with Randy. Randy works there. It was... I'm sorry, what was the second half of the question?
The second half of the question was, how long were you all working to perfect this album?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it was this kind of a slow burn from Nomad. Like, I was writing riffs and stuff from pretty much the time that Nomad was done, but I think it really all came together once the last, like, few months before we actually met up at the studio. I was sending, like, riffs to people like Matt and Isaac, and we met up a few times, and then when we finally got together, like a week before the studio, we started to put it all together, and yeah, that's kind of when it all started to come together.
Nice. Well, I mean, there are a lot of issues surrounding today's society that your lyrics address. You know, from the so-called love of brotherhood and us and them, questioning the purpose of being a man in the truest love, to even how men have faced consequences of remaining in toxic relationships, and one of my personal favorites, Lower Level. How have you been approached by fans who have deeply acknowledged the message in your music, and as a result have turned their lives around from it to go against how society and government say we should conform?
Yeah, I mean that's happened every now and then, and it's kind of thing too. Even if it doesn't, as long as people are listening and not just hearing what we're doing, and they can kind of analyze it and break it down, because what may be one thing to somebody may not be the same to the other. So you know, I've had, especially with the Truest Love, when we put that single out. There's a lot of people that hit me up saying that it really hit home for them. A lot of them were men who have kids and stuff like that. And just that it was kind of cool that, you know, I don't have any kids or anything like that. He's got a kid. But that it's something that is being talked about, something that's being acknowledged. Because for as much as everybody wants to hate on it, take that as an example, you know, the fact that there's a lot of men that don't stick around for their kids, you should also acknowledge the ones that do and set them as the bar and the example and put them on a pedestal as far as what it does mean
really
to be
takes.
a man. You know what I mean?
Of course, I totally understand that. And I mean, you know, for metal fans, they want the truth, they want the raw message, because they're not afraid to face the worst of what's yet to come. But there has been an ongoing movement to decry certain films and music that have been released as of late due to excessive controversy. You know, for example, the Joker movie, which just came out, you know, being threatened to be pulled because of, quote, it glorifies mental illness. With that being said, were there any tracks with topics that you thought could be deemed too controversial to be placed on Absolute?
Not really. I mean, it's one of those things. I think that's just kind of a matter of perspective. Like I said, you know, what's one thing to somebody might be something different to the other. People are always going to piss and complain about all kinds of shit. Doesn't matter what you do anymore, what you say, what you think, somebody's going to disagree with it. So if you're going to spend your whole time, you know, getting really sunk into that and really caring and being like, oh, well, we should limit our art to try and please a minority, that cancels out the whole purpose of what all this even is. Right. You know what I mean? So I would never want to bow down to a bunch of bullshit from people that would probably never listen to the record to begin with. So.
Now, what is your best song to play in your entire discography?
Two different answers here.
Yeah. I think, like, the most fun song, like, for me personally to play, like, on my own time, I really like playing Lower Level, actually. That one was my favorite to record and play. But I think live-wise, I think the most fun songs, like, with interaction-wise and everything, like, so far I've been, like, Hammer, like, True Fear, Self-Destruct's been really awesome. Truest Love has been really sick as well. a lot of the singles, make the crowd makes it a lot more fun,
Right, and have they received that well on this tour so far?
Absolutely, yeah. It's been awesome. I've been super thankful with how we've played. I think the first show we played Love at, I was so surprised at how many people knew the words already and stuff, and it just feels good,
The record's what, a week old?
Not even yet. Friday, it's a week old.
It's a newborn baby.
Yeah.
Everybody has already memorized your material.
Yeah.
Put them on stage.
Yeah, for real.
It's a good feeling.
Yeah. And your favorites?
Probably Self-Destruct.
Self-Destruct.
Any of the new ones, just because I'm kind of overplaying all our old shit.
Yeah.
It's nice. I mean, Boomslang's been doing really good. And that was the last single we put out, so that's the one that we've played the least. I think we played it 3 or 4 shows now, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a fun one to play. Just the way it's constructed and the way it's put together. There's a lot of kind of twists and turns in it that our band doesn't normally do. So it's exciting, not only for us, just because it's new, but I feel like for the crowd, especially for new listeners and stuff, it's a really good kind of benchmark to set as far as what our band is.
And we're going to see that in probably a few hours.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. New York is going to destroy this place. And destroying, what's going on with 2020? What's going on with happenings for Absolute?
Well, right now we don't have anything set, but we have things in the air, we're talking with other managers about tours and stuff. I think as far as a CD tour goes, a headliner, I think in the summer is kind of when we're planning to do that.
Okay.
I think we're also trying to do a headliner in Europe as well in the summer.
Sweet.
Also supporting the album.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, that sounds like one hell of a plan. So be prepared for Europe in 2020 and be prepared for America in 2020. Absolute on Rise Records. Please pick that up from these two badass mofos, Nolan and Matt. Thank you so much for being on Bloodlines.
Thank you
for having
Really
us.
appreciate it. I, for one, hope that this new album will return to alternative press and the best album so far, which I really feel it will.
That'd be
Thank
awesome.
you, yeah,
I'd be
appreciate
super
that.
thankful for that. Yeah.
Gentlemen,
Yeah.
thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, here at Bloodlines, we're back with a vengeance on the stairs of Gramercy Theater. If you sit here, you know that I farted here, and we will see you soon, all right? I didn't fart here, seriously. But we'll see you soon.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.